And good evening, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler. This is Cosmic Connections, your weekly touch in regarding astrology and psychic mediumship, where we have, a question of the week. We have prizes for people who are so caring to share the webcast in process. And I welcome you this evening because what a week it's been so far. We have had quite a week astrologically, and it's going to be pinnacling on Sunday night. So, of course, tonight we're going to talk about the lunar full moon, flower moon, super moon eclipse. It's much more than a full moon, friends. It's an eclipse. And we're going to talk about the repercussions of that, what that means for you, etc. So, hello, dear friends. Happy sunny Wednesday. Yes, indeed, Sherry. Hi, my dear sister, Tina, Carla, and Diana. Good evening to you. And I like the word gracious. That's a beautiful word. So, how is everyone feeling today? I have an interesting thing to report to you. I'm not feeling really, I'm feeling under the weather. I'm feeling really exhausted. I'm feeling a little uncertain. I'm feeling a little agitated. And thank goodness I know the astrology because, yes, I took all the symptomatic review. I'm not sick, no temperature, nothing nefarious, right? We all have our home tests. But I'm realizing that my discomforture may be because I am a Scorpio sun and we are right before the Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. So this is a big deal, friends. This only happens every 18 years. And remember, eclipses are like doorways. Many of you came to the doorway and download retreat 2 weeks ago, well, almost 2 weeks ago on Saturday. And that was a doorway that opened on April 30th. And now we get to see by the light of the full moon, flower moon, lunar eclipse, what the result of our manifestations will be. We're able to see with new eyes, with clear eyes. Does that make all sense? Hi there, Ryan. Hey, Sherry, Dawn, and I want to hello Ivana, my new friend from the retreat. Thanks for being here, honey. So again, so gracious of you all to share if you'd like, and if not, that's fine too. Just sit back and relax. We're going to do some slides in just a few moments to talk about that lunar full moon eclipse, where the best place on the planet to see it, and what time it is, etc. It's such a nice day out. Oh my goodness. And we are all still kind of seed planting, and we begin to see the growth, like I said, at the lunar flower eclipse. So that is what's happening on Sunday night late, is actually occurring Eastern Daylight Time at 12:15. But yesterday was a banner day. My goodness. Mercury went retrograde and Gemini. So change your mind, change your life. We have a Mercury retrograde up until June 3rd. So if you are a mutable sign, if you're Gemini, if you're Sagittarius, if you're Pisces, if you're Virgo, you're more likely to feel the Gemini retrograde right off the bat. And what does that feel like? It feels like you've got so much to do, but you can't focus enough to get it done. And you might be repeating old thoughts and ruminating about old fears, or maybe thinking about old loves or old friends. Remember, the RE in retrograde means remember or reflect or redo. Does that make sense? So the mutable signs or the mutable moons are really feeling the Mercury retrograde. That occurred, friends, yesterday morning somewhere. I think it was 7:47 in the morning yesterday. And then is a review of the astrology of the week. We had the ingress, that's a fancy word, which means entrance into the planet Jupiter into the sign of Aries. Now that's a big cycle because Jupiter, my friends, is a big planet. It's the planet that means big, expansive, lucky, philosophical, the traveler. It offers us opportunities like we haven't seen for 12 years. So that also occurred. So Tuesday was a big day. And thank you all for coming to my class. I did a class last night on that. event, on that eventful Tuesday. And I will be having a class on Thursday to celebrate the full moon. And I'm going to invite you all right now. Thank you for sharing, Christine. Thank you so much. So they're Zoom classes, right? So even if you're far away from where I reside, you can all come to this class. And the class is a Zoom. It starts at 7. And what's special about the full moon classes, which I have regularly every month, I do messages. So in all the messages I do here during Cosmic Connections, everybody in the class gets a spiritual message. And but there's a special message about the lunar eclipse, which we'll be discussing during the class on Thursday. So please come. Details are on my website, and I just sent you the link. All right. Hi, JoJo and Paula and Christine. Good to see you all. Hello, Miss Leslie. Great to see you twice in 1 week. Yay. Hi, Mary, Angela. Nice to see you. A beautiful day. Hello there, Sister Barb. Hi, Debbie B. Oh, you're very welcome, Deb. Hi, Lynn. I do enjoy doing this. And like I said, I started was telling my daughter, I was saying, man, I get the energy to do this, but you guys give me the energy, because I really am passionate always about sharing the astrology. And again, in my bones, I feel this anticipation. Something big is about to happen. You might be feeling that as well. So that's my question of the week. Are you feeling a little under the weather? Are you feeling a little anticipatory? Not sick. I'm not ill. No fever, no other symptoms, but I'm just feeling a little off. That could be the Mercury retrograde too. But in any case, when we find ourselves moment by moment feeling fabulous or feeling a little out of balance, it's always a good thing to touch in with the astrology. At least we get the explanation, right? Hi, Logan. Nothing would surprise you this week. Hey, this full moon is a Scorpio one, Logan. You got to listen up, Mr. Scorpio brother. Hi, Cindy. You're feeling that too, huh? Hi, Terry. Rachel, it's a beautiful night. Hello, Cindy. So good to see you. Donna, thanks for all you guys being here. Yeah, the week of surprises. And Deb, great to see you. Deb J. Again, so I'm going to just repeat what I said to make it easier for me to remember and make it easier for you to remember. The Mercury retrograde is mostly affecting the Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini parts of our charts. So we might be feeling like our mind is full with so much to do, but no focus to attend to the details. Or you might be feeling a little forgetful. I always touch in with my loved ones. Am I forgetful? No, Mom, you're not forgetful. You certainly remember everything about your astrology. I mean, this could happen at any age. No. So during Mercury retrograde, we kind of go backwards a little bit, and we may be feeling that overwhelm. The Jupiter in Aries, now that, my friends, is affecting Aries and Libra, Cancer and Capricorn, and it's giving you a big puff of confidence. So wherever you find the Aries, enjoy the big puff of confidence. And that's going to last until May of 2023. A lot more details about that, of course. I'm just giving you the big wide brush. But the big news again this week, and I'm not sure which is bigger, it's probably the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is the pivotal turning point, friends, because in astrology we have cycles. Jupiter's cycle is 12 years. The Mercury cycle isn't as long. We have Mercury retrograding 3 times a year. But this lunar eclipse is the first time since 2004, 2005, since we've had a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Now I remember that one well. So let's get on with the slides. I'm going to give you a little explanation of what this all might mean for you. Full moon lunar eclipse. All right. It's going to look like that, right? It's going to look like that. It's going to look like what's called a blood moon. And don't worry, blood moons only occur when the distillation of the particles around the sun and the moon, the blues are taken out, and then the moon looks red or pinkish. And so it's an astronomical fact, right? This is called the flower moon late on Sunday night, early Monday, right? It's following last month's Taurus solar eclipse, which I mentioned. Solar eclipse astrologically, we set our intentions and we see in the dark on Monday early and on Sunday night. This is also the year's first supermoon. What's a supermoon? It's when the moon is at least 90% perigee. So that's when the moon's orbit is closest to the Earth. So the moon looks bigger. So perigee means the moon's energy symbolically is really affecting us. We're more moony, all right? And so that's what we have when we call a supermoon. It doesn't mean it means, from an astrological point of view, more power, although an eclipse is more power. An eclipse, my friends, is when things are extraordinarily filled with emotion. The solar eclipse, we focus last 2 weeks ago on the 30th, and we set our intentions. Oh, you can still set intentions, no worries. But then at the full moon lunar eclipse, our emotions start getting to be stirred up. And we have 2 pairs of eclipses a year. So the eclipse season we're in right now is going to be in effect until the 24th of October. And then we get another eclipse. And then it's all in Taurus and Scorpio, Taurus and Scorpio. Here's some logistics on how to see it. And it's going to be mostly seen, by the way, in North and South America, a little bit in the upper part of Europe. When I go to Australia in a few minutes, this is not going to be as easily seen there. However, you can see the timing. So here in Buffalo, Eastern Daylight Time, the start of it is at 10:27 late Sunday night. Okay. And then totality means the moon disappears. And if you have never seen a lunar eclipse, it's quite a sight to behold, right? You don't have to worry about burning your eyes out with a solar eclipse. It's a beautiful, magnificent sight. And here on the East Coast, the moon will be positioned directly overhead, not so much for our friends in the West. All right. So please be aware that's going to be a magnificent celestial sight. But as you are observing this beautiful full moon, flower moon, supermoon eclipse, please remember what it means astrologically. And I took some notes here. And here's a chart. I know it's a little small, but at least you can go back and you can observe the chart. Here are the 4 features of our eclipse. Number 1, the eclipse, because it's lunar, is attached here to the south node. So essentially, one of the reasons for this lunar eclipse is to release and let go, dear friends, of that which you no longer want in your life. And sometimes that represents people, right? To unbind cords, as it were. However, I would say start with your own mind. Unbind grief and anxiety and worry. You can really help cleanse your mind and your heart and your emotions of what is not serving you. So that's number 1, conjunct the south node. Number 2, it's sextile Pluto. You know what Pluto is? Pluto's a big volcanic energy. It likes to cleanse, and sometimes it destroys, and then it rebirths something. So it gives us the power to release and renew ourselves. If you're thinking about getting a new job, a new relationship, a new body, a physically stronger body, whatever your hopes and dreams are for your life, you can push it through with the lunar eclipse and get guidance. That's the thing, get guidance. Tapping into your power with the sextile to Pluto. It is squaring Saturn and Vesta. To me, that represents the reminder we need to be disciplined in our own spiritual practices, whatever that may be, whether it be prayer or meditation or walking in the woods or making bread or playing with the cats and the dogs, but do it reverently and spiritually. Do a spiritual practice, that which will completely fill up your cup in a new way. This full moon lunar eclipse will remind you about ways to do just that. Consider spiritual discipline. And then the lunar eclipse is trining, easy flow of energy, trining, here's the eclipse, trining Mars and Neptune. Mars and Neptune, well, what does that mean? Mars says, take action. Neptune is compassion. Take compassion in your life. There is someone in your life who needs your understanding, your compassion, your gentleness, your forgiveness, and take action with it. And as you do those things and you forgive and you forget and move forward, you're going to find yourself being forgiven as well. The gift of forgiveness is the present you give to yourself. So why do I say about forgiveness? Because, lurking in the shadows, this full moon is releasing and letting go of that which has been hidden, often hidden within our own psyche. I could even take this a few notches up and say what's hidden out there in the world, right? There's a lot of information that's coming out directly from the CDC, directly from Pfizer, directly from Moderna, concerning the vaccinations, that they were not what they seemed to be. You can do your own research with that. So there's a lot of things coming out of the shadows with this full moon eclipse, because Scorpio loves a mystery, and Scorpio loves to reveal mysteries. And that's what the meaning of this eclipse is all about. All right. So I have another slide here. Oh, this is a cool one. Here's a Sabian symbol. Here is the question of the week for you. Other than, are you feeling a little off with the Mercury retrograde, with Jupiter in Aries, and with this pending lunar eclipse? Are you feeling that you're starting a new territory in your life? The Sabian symbol, remember, this is written in 1928 language, Indians making camp in new territory. I'm going to read this for you. Where is your new territory? Where are you going? Do you know where you want to be? The full moon will let you know. Do you have people moving in on you? Right? Are you feeling that you're being encroached upon? Is it a passing situation? Is there a need somewhere in your life to adjust to new situations, new places, or new people? The symbol implies being able to or having to settle into something new. We all may be feeling this pending sense, a new job, a new world, right? Once a new place has been found, there is the need to adjust quickly and settle in. So this new territory is right around the corner, and because the full moon is in effect from Sunday night until October 24th, that's when the new territory gets settled. Tents, shelters, camping, walk-ins. It's so funny. I will let you guys know this. I was planning. You don't never plan a trip under Mercury retrograde because it's going to be changed. So I was planning a little camping trip for next week because I wanted to honor the Sabian symbol of camping, right? New territory, seeing something new. And my original plans have changed. And so now I have new plans in place. And it's so interesting because I'm going to listen to the call of the Sabian symbol. So that's my other question for you. Are you noticing a new sensitivity, a new pending sense of new territory, whether it might be even a new job, a new place to live, a new attitude, whatever that might mean to you? I'm going to say hi to everyone in the room. Teresa, Marianne, that I can see, because I can't see everybody on the different platforms. So I apologize for that. But I don't know what platform this is, but we're going to do the spiritual messages in just a moment. So please stay here if you want the spiritual messages. And please let me know if you would like to get a message. Teresa, Marianne, hello. Jill's going to cut some cords. Yes. Happy birthday, Taurus, Jill. Hi, Deb. Hi, Lynn B. Last full eclipse I saw was the fall of 2014 when you lived in Japan. Yes. Isn't it amazing? So remind us of that, Deb. We all going to stay up late. It's easy for me to say, right? Hi, Tony. Hi, Linda. It is exciting. I know how much you love those full moons, Linda. Hi, Rose. Good evening. Good evening, Jessica and Stephanie. Good evening, everybody. Hello, Giselle. Hi, Mary. You're pushing through. That's how you're feeling. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tony, Sister Moon. Please, everyone, bring a lot of healing energy to beautiful Tony, having to put her beautiful beloved fur person down. So many blessings to you, Tony, and I hope your heart is healed as soon as possible. And I hope you have some sort of tangible evidence of your beautiful doggy. Okay. Of course it's affecting you, Deb. Yes, indeed. And as Logan said, nothing would surprise him for this week. Hi, Trish. Hi, Retta. Okay. Yes. Jill, doesn't that Sabian symbol really hit home with you? new territory, new baby, new house, new energy, and a great deal of love. So again, congratulations on your new little one. And Mary, yes, Mary's a Virgo. Let me go through all the signs here. Okay. Deb, we're going to do a rain dance. And oh gosh, I mean that with all love and respect, so we can at least see parts of the lunar eclipse late on Sunday night. Let the rain stop. Okay. All right. So a lot of people are welcoming a message. Fabulous. Prayers for Tony. Yes. And you too, Donna. Oh, I'm so sorry. There, we have a lot of animal lovers in this room. There's nothing more profoundly difficult than losing our beloved unconditional love of our fur babies. And how lucky are we if we have a pet, right? But it's so terribly difficult. Nicole, yes, a message. Okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Paula. I'm going to go through all the signs now for each of you, approximately where this lunar eclipse is going to be shimmering and giving you a message and inspiration and giving you the opportunity to see in the dark. All right, so this is pending. It starts on the early 10:27 on Sunday evening. It peaks around 12 o'clock on Monday. All right, we're going to have a total lunar eclipse. For Aries, it's activating your sense of empowerment for you to feel more empowered psychologically, spiritually. It's a great time for Aries or Aries rising to tap into their inner mediumistic skills. Okay, they may be getting some messages. We all might be getting messages because this is full moon time is when we're more psychically trained, and with eclipse even more so with a Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. So that one is for you, Aries. For Taurus or Taurus rising, it's about your partners. You're able to see your partners through a new lens, through the sense of emotion and sensitivity and psychically, and empowering your relationship, Taurus. For Gemini or Gemini rising, it's all about your self-care, taking care of your health, taking care of your work, exercise, nutrition, movement, finding enlightened inspiration in how to make yourself healthier and how to come into balance better. For our Cancers or Cancer rising, the full moon lunar eclipse is activating that part of you that wants to play and be creative and have fun. It's in the 5th house. It's offering for you an opportunity to connect with that inner muse. For Leo or Leo rising, the full moon lunar eclipse is activating your house of friends who are family members, becoming closer and more connected with your family members who are friends, finding compassion and balance and sweetness where you're living and with your family, Leo. For Virgo or Virgo rising, the full moon lunar eclipse is saying, hey, let's clean out the clutter. Let's get organized. Now, I know Virgo likes to do that in any case, but with this full moon eclipse, even more so. And they'll be able to find a new way of dealing with their time, being more filled with time management skills. For Libra or Libra rising, it's all about their finances, new ways to make money, new ways to manage money, and new ways to celebrate your skills and values. So really, Libra, take a pen out and do a brainstorming session under this full moon lunar eclipse and give yourself a pat on the back of all the things you can do. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, all eyes are on you, Scorpio, because this eclipse is making you look at yourself and going into the depths of who you are. It's a very psychological time of releasing the parts of you, Scorpio, that no longer works for you. And to be honest with yourself, to be more authentic, and to have more confidence and fearlessness as well. For Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, the full moon lunar eclipse is activating what we call your self sense of retreat, spirituality, need to get away, your ability to have dreams and psychic experiences. So really explore that inner self. For Capricorn or Capricorn rising, the eclipse is activating friends, groups, and associations. So really look at the people in your life who you consider friends and nurture them, see them, make social plans. For Aquarius or Aquarius rising, it's all about your career, your leadership, your ability to be the point person at your job, or if you're not in a position of work, in your community, to take the reins of being someone who really people can respect and look up to. For Pisces or Pisces rising, the full moon lunar eclipse is saying to you, hey, it's time to travel. It's time to get out of your routine and follow your North Star in a new way, to take a risk and to do something different. Maybe make a plan of a trip, or if you're not able to travel. All right, there we go. Big hugs to you all. Donna feels the same way. Yes. Thank you for that confirmation, Teresa. And again, we're putting some loving energy to Leslie. Yes. Thank you for sending loving, healing energy to the people who need it in the room tonight. Leslie, so sorry about saying goodbye to your sweet kitty. Boy, a lot of people are releasing, and that's what the full moon is about. But please know that we pray that you might get some sort of acknowledgement, some sort of message from your beloved fur people with this full moon lunar eclipse. If there's any time that we're supposed to have a sense of great, I want to use the word acknowledgement of psychic, spiritual, beneath and beyond the veil, it would be this particular territory that we're entering with the full moon lunar eclipse peaking on Sunday night, but anytime this week. Because it's in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the mediumistic energy. Again, I'm going to have a full moon message class. So if you don't get a message tonight, friends, I invite you to come to the class tonight. It's online, and with the power of Zoom, we're still able to give messages during class. So, all right, I'm going to, let's see, Jacqueline. All right, declutter. Beautiful. Oh, well, look at that. Oh, by the way, Jacqueline, thank you for that. And what I'm also going to do, you are a fast, like I am extraordinarily impressed, Jacqueline. I'm going to put on in English, written word, the horoscope for the week when I get off tonight. So it'll be on my Facebook pages. But thank you for that, Jacqueline. That was very clever and very fast. Thank you for that. Okay, well, let's do some messages. Nodal return for you, Giselle. It's a big deal, my dear. You get back on your path, honey. You get back on your path. Every 18 years, we get an impulse to get back on why we're here. That's called a nodal return, when the eclipses are in the same position when they were when you were born. That happens every 18 and a half years. Alrighty. I'm going to say my prayer and do my thumb. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to pick, thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. You guys are great. And the winner of tonight's free report is Martha Weber. Hi, Marty. Thank you for sharing and caring, Martha. So this is a full moon that's important for her, I know, because she's got a Scorpio rising. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light and truth, inspiration and healing for the highest and for the best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. My finger came to my name. It's not going to work. Okay. Leslie, my thumb came to you. Leslie Russell. Leslie Russell, Leslie Russell, Leslie Russell. And I'm in your energy, Leslie. And what I'm about to say, I hope it will help you heal your heart a little faster. Your sweet kitty had some difficulties prior to her passing. It was like a touch and go, I feel, for the past maybe 6 months. And wasn't a shock. It was something you were wondering about and thinking about, and you just knew with all your heart it was the time to let her go. And I'm feeling that she was a very delicate, sometimes shy spirit, and you were her everything. And I feel with all my heart that you're going to find some solace in knowing that you gave her as long as she could possibly have until you had no other choice. You just knew. It's almost like you had a telepathic connection with her, and you listened, and you took the action to release her from her body. She reminds you, I believe, of a cat you had many years ago. I want to say maybe even as a child, late teens, that there was a period of time you did not have any cats in your life, and this kitty had a sweetness of a little kitty from years and years ago. And I'm just mentioning that for validation for you. I'm also picking up for you, Leslie, this amazing spiritual resolve that you have been working on since 2012. That I'm not sure what the program is. I get the word program, the practice, the meditation, the prayers, but that you're very, very tuned into a spiritual practice that helps you navigate such grief, like loss of your cat and other things, of course. And I'm seeing pine trees with you. I have no idea if you live near pine trees and mountains, that there might be a relief sometime this summer to go someplace that's cooler in the mountains where there's pine trees. I'm feeling, I think it's East Coast, but in higher elevation, because the woods often sings and speaks to Leslie. Something like the Appalachians is what I'm picking up here for you, honey. The other thing I want to talk to you about tonight is I think you're on the fence about planning a trip, and this feels like it's a big trip. And Spirit is saying go for it. You're going to be in a wait and see type of timetable. Wait and see how the regulations are going regarding travel. But I think you're going to get a lot out of this trip, and it might be even more of a spiritual pilgrimage as opposed to just going to someplace warm and laying in the sun. And I'm also getting some beautiful cards, greeting cards with you, Leslie, that you may have collected over the years that you have in a box somewhere. And take them out to remind you of how well you're loved of over the years. People will give you greeting cards, even from your mother and your grandmother and from like years and years ago. So I want to leave you with that message and with great blessings, Leslie. Okay. You're saying yes, so I hope this resonates with you, Leslie, the message. Okay. Again, my thumb came to my link, which won't do me or you any good. All right. Who am I coming in here? Oh, Leslie. Okay, great. Okay. All right. Donna Ball, honey. I'm with you. Donna Ball. Donna. Are you still with us? Okay, Leslie, she's planning to be going to Catskills, the Squashville this time. Yeah, I'm feeling that you may end up going in any case. The clean, fresh air of the pine trees is what I'm smelling. It sounds so wonderful. And Donna, you're still with us? Yes? Yes. Okay, beautiful. Donna, as I'm tuning into your energy, I'm feeling, I know you've just shared with us some of your sadness as well, your release with your animal, your fur baby. I also want to say to you that there may be some, I feel there's another animal around you in your household, but you may be reconsidering getting another pet at least until the late summer, because I'm with your energy and again want to heal your heart and give you my empathy and give you my sympathy And you're going to find that there's, with this full moon lunar eclipse that's coming up Sunday, Monday, a great sense of powerful appreciation of what you've done for this animal. I think it's important for you to release any guilt. And I think it's very important for you to release guilt, is the word that comes to mind. Because there's some guilt, not about waiting to the last minute, but doing something else. Or maybe I should have taken to another doctor or done something else. No. Rest easy. And I think the eclipse will give you the gift of forgiveness of self. I'm sensing a very handsome man on the other side of life for you, Donna. Very intense eyes, kind of dark featured, dark eyes, dark hair, very intense in your face type of look. And it feels like father to me, but I'm getting questions. He's not identifying himself as father. He may be a father figure, maybe a father-in-law, or a grandfather. Okay. And I'm feeling that this gentleman has a message for you, and let me connect with him. He's saying that when he was alive, he was often the critical one. He was often the one who was telling people what to do and how to do it. He was kind of controlling. And again, we're going back years and years, Donna, and that he didn't afford you the opportunity to make your own decisions. He was very influential. I don't know why I'm getting a question mark about father, but I'm going to keep the father figure here. And he's saying to you that you are now coming into this part of your life when there's a part of you that wants to tell people what to do, because you do know best. You do know better than the people around you, but you have to kind of sit back and let them make their own mistakes. He's empowering you and celebrating you and reminding you of how amazing you are with your own personal wisdom, Donna. That there's been so many times that at the last minute of things, you've made a decision and you've been 100% correct. That your intuition and your psychic abilities, okay. Oh, you were thinking of, you never met him. That's why he's coming in. Okay, beautiful. Because he was talking about this inherent psychic intuition. So I think he's drawing a bridge to himself that's in your blood, that your family, on both sides of the family, had this wonderful intuitive skill and guess and gift. And he's saying that continue to trust this when you're making some important decisions about finances and where you want to be and how you want to be. So he says that you've been talented and skilled in that direction, but now you're at a crossroads and are trying to make another decision. And just be quiet, trust yourself. You've got the inner wisdom, and don't fret about it. And then now I'm talking, if you have a pending decision, Donna, and for everybody, if you can get past the Mercury retrograde of June 3rd, it might work more in everyone's favor. Okay? So thank you for being here, Donna. Yeah, there are big changes afloat. All right. Thank you for allowing me to serve you and serve you as well, Leslie, and all of you, dear friends. If I hope to see some of you tomorrow night during the Lunar Eclipse message and meditation class. And whatever you do, circle Sunday. If you are a late night person, observe the lunar eclipse. They're calling it one of the best in the century to observe, one of the longest lunar eclipses to observe, from partial to totality. So it's going to be quite a sight. And I know there might be rain, but for some reason, I think that maybe it's just a 70% chance and we'll be able to see a glimpse of it. It's a long time, from 10:30 until almost 12:30 to watch the eclipse late on Sunday. So fingers crossed we'll get an eyeful this weekend. Many blessings to you, friends, and I will see you soon. Love you and thank you, and have a great week.